Hello, Leo. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are going to see what's coming your way for the month of September. Of course, this is a general reading, so just take what feels right for you, leave the rest behind. And if you would like the most accurate monthly message, check out your other placements. All right, let's get into it. So, your vision for September was so beautiful, so peaceful. It kind of was giving like California Girls whenever Katy Perry was like in the clouds in that music video. But I just saw you guys sitting upright in a meditation pose. And then I just saw like beautiful angelic spirits just swirling around you. And they just kept saying, like, you're loved, you're supported, you're loved, you're supported, surrounded by so much love and support and just peace. It was so nice. And then I saw you guys laying down into like literally some clouds. And it was just like, you were just so at peace and there was so much ease and you could rest. So I definitely see September being the month of self-care for you, just allowing yourself to relax and flow, and also reminding yourself that you have so much love and support surrounding you. You really do. Okay. And as I was shuffling the deck, the Knight of Cups wanted to kind of flip out a little bit. So that's all about following your heart, leading with love, being, wearing your heart on your sleeve, being sensitive, vulnerable. So, yeah, this is definitely a month where you're just cracking your heart open and allowing ease and rest and peace to surround you. So, I loved that. Very, very beautiful. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what is going on for this month. We're going to do a Celtic cross today. So I'm just going to get that ready and then we'll get into it and see what the bottom of the deck is holding for you as your overall energy. It's looking really good right now, I'll tell you what. All right. All right, Leo. So bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. So this is definitely a time to lean on people who support you, who love you, who uplift you. This is all about teamwork, community. And this could be people that may not have the same experience, or, it's kind of like a little bit of a motley crew, like just people with all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of personalities, and, specialties and gifts, right? And I just feel like you're really finding your village, finding your community, allowing yourself to lean on people, be celebrated by people. If somebody compliments you this month, don't say, oh no, like say thank you, give them a compliment back. Like, I just feel like there's so much love and support surrounding you, and I like that. Okay, we do have the Nine of Swords, the World card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. So I definitely see that there is a big goal in mind for you. Like there's some sort of, prize destination you want to get to, and you're really, really focused on that. But this is definitely something that is requiring you to be patient and allow things to unfold as they're meant to, because you're going to get where you want to get. And with the Nine of Swords, there's definitely a lot of anxiety surrounding this end goal, this desire, this accomplishment that you're going towards. But Spirit's saying that's when you need to lean on people, whether that means venting to them or going to them for guidance, or if you want to go to them and just like get something off your head, that's allowed too, right? But with the Hanged Man, the Star card here, the Chariot, yeah, I definitely see success, fulfillment, like you're going to get where you want to be. But with the Hanged Man, you're definitely having to surrender and allow this to unfold naturally. That's the big thing. Surrender, allow things to unfold, because you do have a lot of love and support surrounding you. The universe is on your side with this, so there's no need to feel like you have to force or rush or try to control the situation. Okay? So let's get into it. Your current situation, I love it. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So I like this. Okay? You could be feeling very abundant, very secure, very stable, or maybe that's just your focus right now, is making sure you get where you want to be, or that you're taking the steps to get to this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, there could have been an inheritance or some sort of maybe new investment or a new job offer or opportunity, maybe even a promotion coming through here. This also talks about generational wealth. So I do feel like your main focus right now is your future, is the long-term stability. And it's not to say that you should, get lost in the future and not be present or not have fun right now, but I do see that your priorities right now are about, what am I doing long term? Where am I, making a 5 year, a 10-year plan? Really just focusing on how to build up yourself, build up your abundance, your security, and just feeling good about that. Like it just feels really, really nice. Honestly, it does. Like your energy feels really, really good. And it feels like you're very focused and motivated. So I like that. All right, let's learn more about this Ten of Pentacles. Tell me more for Leo. Yeah, it's just this new energy of like, I feel like you've turned a new leaf and you're like, I really just want to focus on myself, uplift myself. I don't see you entertaining anybody or anything that makes you feel like you're dragging yourself down or going backwards. I think you're being really protective of your energy right now, and it's a new chapter, a new opportunity for you to really get serious about something, get serious about your life, about your future, and you're not letting anything distract you. I love that. That's fierce. Yeah, you could be healing a lot of inner child wounds right now, or just, doubts or fears or cycles that you feel like you've been repeating. I see you overcoming them. Yeah, it's like you're really focused on yourself and your success. You're not letting anyone distract you. You're focusing on healing. And I feel like you're learning how to get out of your head and into your heart and following your intuition instead of, letting the past or your ego or your fears dictate how you move through things. I like that. Okay, so the challenge here, which is interesting, is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I think just the hard part of this is having to protect your energy. You do want to go towards this Ten of Pentacles. You are wanting to set yourself up for success and focus on the future and focus on things that feel good for you. But I think you're having to set boundaries right now. I think you're also having to really believe in yourself. It feels like you guys are really like picking yourselves up after hitting rock bottom or something like that. And you're not letting what got you to this motivated space, you're not letting that distract you or kind of get you down. But I do think it's hard right now, like especially when you're used to life being a certain way or feel like you never thought you were going to be able to get out of a certain spot, and now you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That in and of itself is overwhelming. So just in moments like this, definitely spend time with people have your best interest and want you to win, even if that means having to spend more time alone or having to give up certain habits or lifestyles, because there are people who do support you and want the best for you. And also, don't be hard on yourself if setting boundaries is hard, especially if you're not used to that or others aren't used to you doing that. It's an adjustment. So allow yourself to have grace and patience for yourself as you're learning what's best for you, who's best for you, and how to navigate setting those boundaries. Okay, tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. So I love it. We have the Sun card, which is your card, Leo. So that is telling me it's all about you right now. And with the Hanged Man, yeah, you're definitely taking a step back from a lot of things and just focusing on what feels good for you, what fills your cup, what feels true to you, and moving towards your higher self and your authenticity, and not living your life, based on the mistakes you've made or the regrets you have or trying to please everyone. But it's definitely going to be hard when that's what you're used to. So again, just give yourself grace, allow yourself to surrender. You will benefit from meditating right now or just doing different grounding practices, going outside, and just allowing yourself to get out of your head and into your present moment and really embodying the energy that you want to continue with, right? Instead of, giving into the negative thinking or into people wanting you to do things that aren't good for you. Just stay focused on your path because you are doing something that is beautiful, beautiful for you. And I'm really proud of you. So keep it up. You're doing good. You're doing good. All right. So what you should focus on, we do have the 10 of Cups. Some of you guys may have an orange cat, or maybe you're thinking about getting a little kitten. I just keep seeing this little orange cat. So what you should focus on is the 10 of Cups. Absolutely. Focusing on that emotional fulfillment. Like, I really feel like there's a lot of big goals, a lot of things that you want for your life, and you're really getting serious about it right now, and I'm really happy for you. Okay, the 10 of Cups, focusing on what makes you happy, the people that make you feel supported, connecting with, nature and the things you love, spending time with your pets, your family, your loved ones, the people that really support you. There could be people you've known for a long time, even people you're related to. But if they're not supporting your growth, then you have to make those decisions to go towards the people that are. Okay? But there's a lot of fulfillment, a lot of excitement, a lot of healing that is coming your way, Leo. So just keep focusing on what it is you want to bring in and the things that make you feel good, and you'll be all right. I like it. I like it. All right, tell me more about the 10 of Cups. Yeah, you're getting close to meeting like your true self, your most authentic self. I really just feel like someone is finally taking the mask off or finally breaking out of a cycle, and it's going to be so rewarding for you and so beautiful. Yeah, see, we have the Ace of Cups at the bottom and the Four of Swords. So this is a situation where, because you are going through a big, big transformation here, big shift. But it's something where you're coming back to your true self. You're remembering who you truly are outside of, the negative influences, the mistakes, and the guilt. You're coming back to your true self. This is a big moment of healing, rejuvenating, recouping from just the chaos of the past. And I'm really, really happy to see this for you. Okay. So in your recent past, we do have the Two of Wands. So yeah, in your recent past, it was kind of like you were deciding, am I going to repeat this cycle again? Am I going to stay on this path and keep facing the same obstacles? Or am I going to, take accountability and reclaim my power and create the life that I actually want to live, right? I always tell people, changing your life, reclaiming your power, it's easier said than done. And because it's so hard, most people won't do it. But you're doing it, Leo. You had a moment of reflection. There could have been something that happened that made you decide, like, you know what? I'm going to get it together because I got to live my life for me. I got to live my life to the fullest and be happy. So I'm either going to do it or I'm not. But I can't keep blaming, the past or my childhood or the people surrounding me or my environments. I have to take control. I love saying that. All right, tell me more about the Two of Wands for Leo. All right, we have the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah, exactly. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. So it just feels like you were looking at, how have things been going? If they haven't been going good, like you were tired of the disappointment of following your regular path. It's like you knew what was going to happen. You knew all the jump scares, all the characters, but you kept choosing to read that story over and over and over. And you kept disappointing yourself and hurting yourself and just being let down. And you got tired of it. And that's fierce. And the cool thing about the Five of Cups, it's like you're either going to cry over spilt milk or you're going to get the lessons, the wisdom, and choose to move on, right? The epitome of this card is build a bridge and get over it. That's what you had to do for yourself. You had to say, I'm tired of being a victim. I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of always telling stories that leave me hurt or in pain. So let's shake it up. Absolutely. Yeah, it's time for you to go towards a new cycle, to spread your wings and fly, to bet on yourself. Even though you may not know how to go on this path or what to do, that's okay. You're going to figure it out as you go along. But your first job is to just decide to do it. And that's what you did here. So I'm proud of you. Fierce. Okay. So some potential, some possibilities here. We do have the Nine of Cups, which I love. So very heavy possibility for you is feeling really good, feeling satisfied. This is you being really proud of yourself because you did it. Okay? Nobody did it for you. Nobody forced you. Nobody gave you a step-by-step, instructions on how to do it. But you made it happen. You said, I want this for myself and I'm going to go towards it. I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it fearful. I'm going to do it angry. I'm going to do it sad. But I know I'm going to make it happen for myself. You're going to look back at this time of your life and you're just going to be so, so proud of yourself, Leo. You're going to be like, I can't believe I committed to that. I can't believe I made that happen. It's fierce. I love it. All right, tell me more about the Nine of Cups for Leo. This is a beautiful reading. I really, really like this. Ooh, yes. All right, we have the Strength card and the Two of Swords. Yeah. So you guys may not even see this coming, but you're really making a beautiful, beautiful change for you. And again, this is your card, Leo. So I definitely see you, from this point on, from that Two of Wands on, you're choosing yourself. You're focusing on yourself. You're allowing yourself to level up. And what's cool about this path is going to require a lot of faith, a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of bravery, because you can't go back to the old ways. And I think a lot of you choose to go back there because it's what's comfortable, right? Your animal self, your ego, even though it's not good for you, you know how to navigate it, right? You've learned the system. So it's a lot easier to be like, oh, I'll just stay in here. But you're not doing that. And you may not even see it, but there's going to be so much satisfaction, happiness. You're going to be so proud of yourself. So keep doing what you're doing. I love it. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's not easy because a lot of you are having to, maybe take all of this on your own, or having to hurt people by no longer engaging with them, or having people kind of look at you sideways because you're choosing a different lifestyle or different habits. But it's so worth it because you're choosing yourself. Beautiful. All right, in the near future, we do have the Eight of Wands. So there could be some sort of communication, a message, something like that coming through. This could also be traveling, or this could just be feeling like things are moving really fast. Okay, so this could be a situation where, you're finally choosing yourself, you're committing to, just showing up and doing what you know is right for you. And I think that is going to really pay off quickly for you. Okay, I see that, all of a sudden I just feel like opportunities, blessings, new friendships, just, more money, more happiness, like all of that is going to come through for you because you're choosing yourself. When you're on the energetic vibration of like, I want to do what's good for me, I'm going to, focus on my joy, my peace, then it's only natural that those things will come back to you amplified. So I'm excited about this for you. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands for Leo. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so these are kind of opposite energies. Okay, the Eight of Wands is about things happening quickly, things coming in. And the Knight of Pentacles is about taking your time with things. Planting the seeds, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, making sure everything is how it needs to be before moving forward. So this could be, like I said, the result of you being practical and focused and determined to do what's best for you, and then things start coming in. Let's keep looking into it. Yeah, I do just feel like, because we also have the Four of Pentacles, so I feel like you really stayed focused and determined with a specific goal or a specific shift in your life, choosing yourself, doing what makes you feel good. And of course, that's a hard thing to do, especially when you're not used to that, but you stuck to it. And so I do see that, just new opportunities, new people, support systems. You could even get a new job opportunity or promotion of some sort. Just going towards the, like just choosing yourself and going towards the things that are truly in alignment for you are bringing more of that to you. Okay. Anything else for the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles? Nope. But I will say this has been a very difficult choice for you to, it's like you decided, I can't keep abandoning myself, but that might mean I have to abandon other people. And at the end of the day, if there's certain connections where you have to consistently compromise or put your goals or your dreams on the back burner, or consistently like get out of character or dilute yourself, or, kind of conform to what other people want you to do, then yeah, those connections aren't going to last. I'm just saying, like you can't compromise your truth and your quality of life to maintain certain relationships. That's just not fair. Okay. Let's keep moving and grooving. Alrighty. So advice for you, I like this, the Emperor, Aries energy. So you're being reminded to be in your masculine energy, and we all have feminine and masculine energy. It doesn't matter your gender or anything like that. But your masculine energy is all about, taking action, going out into the world, really accomplishing, and just really making things happen for yourself. Okay. So you're being encouraged to not give up, not give your power away. And what I love about the Emperor is that he moves with so much confidence, so much power, because he knows he has an army behind him. That's how you need to move. Even if it's not in this physical plane, remember, you had all those angels surrounding you in your visual before the reading. That's what's surrounding you at this time. Your higher self, the universe, your spirit guides, your ascension team, all of those great beings are so proud of you and surrounding you with so much love, so much confidence, so much motivation, because they know you can do it and they've been waiting for this. So don't let them down and don't let yourself down. You've got everything you need to make it happen. Believe that. All right, tell me more about the Emperor. I like this reading. It's very positive. My hair was tickling my ear. It felt weird. I did not like that. All right, beautiful. We have the Death card and we have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, Spirit is again acknowledging like this is a big transformation, a big rebirth for you. And with the Queen of Wands, they're just saying, again, you've got it all, okay? You've got the power, the confidence, the charm to get through this. And what I love about the Queen of Wands, in the traditional Rider-Waite, she's got like a little black cat with her that resembles her shadow. So what you're doing here is, instead of continuing cycles of self-sabotage or guilt or shame, you're learning how to work with the parts of you who may have, sabotaged you into being stuck in certain cycles. Instead of giving your power away to them or judging them or feeling more guilt or shame, you're learning how to work with them and bring all of these different aspects of yourself into one cohesive unit. So that way, these parts of you can help you where it's necessary, and you can learn to sit with these shadows. So that way there's not so much self-sabotage. It's through this acknowledgement and through just the awareness with love and acceptance. That's how you integrate the shadow. It's not about, judging it or trying to, sometimes you'll try to twist it with positivity and be like, oh no, I don't feel that way. I love myself, and that's beautiful too. But you also, part of it is sitting with the part of you that may not know your worthiness or may not feel capable of breaking out of certain cycles. It's by sitting with it that you can empower it and remind it like, hey, we got this together, and you don't have to give in or give up or feel like you're alone, because you're not. I love this. This is very cool. Okay, so what's going on in your environment that may be impacting you? Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is, there's definitely a lot of people around you who may be struggling. Some of you, this could be a financial struggle that you're facing that's kind of weighing the situation down. But I will say this. Of course, we want to save other people. We want to bring everyone along with us. And sometimes you can even you can even have like survivor's guilt. You know, if you were able to make it out of a hard space, or if you're continuing to work on yourself, but there's someone else around you who's going through an even worse time, you feel guilty for, setting boundaries or not giving everyone access to you. And that's normal. But remind yourself what they say to you on the airplane. You got to put your mask on before you put on anyone else's mask. Okay? You can't drown yourself trying to save anyone else. And of course, that's what we all want to do. I want to do that too. I get that. But you will lose yourself trying to help someone else find themselves. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to grow and learn. And our souls agree to go through everything before we get here. They set up the lives because they know everything is love, and they know Earth is just a place to learn. So whenever someone is going through a rough time, or maybe they've just had a rough life in general, you can have compassion and empathy for them, of course, but you cannot enable, and you can't sacrifice yourself to try to give them, a leg up, Because yes, those things are great and admirable, but nobody's job here is to be a martyr. You know, that's not your role. That's not your job. And if that's what you want to do, then you need to become a therapist or something. Like I have my spiritual practice. So that's how I help people and fulfill that aspect for myself. But you just can't worry about people's lives more than they do. And if they're not putting in the work to overcome or reclaim their power like you are, then what are you supposed to do? That's something I had to teach myself. I can't worry more than someone else does. I just can't. And if you find that their quality of life is disrupting your peace too much, then you have to set those boundaries, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you need space from somebody. Maybe, if this is somebody who like calls you late at night for some sort of drama, maybe you don't answer the phone call. It's okay to have those boundaries, because eventually they're either going to drag you down or you're going to explode. All right, tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see, like, it's not fair for you to have to carry your stuff, their stuff, that person's stuff, also your goals. Like, that's too much. So just carry your own stuff, because at the end of the day, we're all grown, and everyone has the opportunity and the chance to figure it out. And if you don't give them that opportunity or chance, then they're not going to grow and learn from the situation, and they'll get put back in it later. So you got to let people figure it out. All right, but clarifying that is the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. So I really like this. Spirit's saying you got to just focus on you. Okay, this may be a lonely time for you right now. It may be hard, but it's exactly what you need to prepare you for the next chapter, for the next cycle. You're going to move on in your life. You're going to evolve and grow and feel very proud of yourself in the future. But you have to stay focused on that path. You cannot let people drag you down. You can't let other people's problems, fog up your mind. You've got enough on your own plate. You know what I mean? So, don't feel bad for being selfish right now, because you need to be selfish. You need to be focused on you. You have to. And in that sense, you can lead by example, but you can't help anybody else if you're not helping yourself first. That's why you got to put on your mask and then their mask. Okay? Your mask is still kind of dangling off, so you got to get it together. All right, so your hope and fear, we have the Justice card, Libra energy. So I just see that you really just want balance in your life. You want to feel like you're living your truth, like you're living authentically. You want things to be fair. And I just feel like you want to feel like you have a fighting chance. You want to feel like, like just more balance. Like you don't want to be on one end of the spectrum of like, oh, I don't care about anything or I'm overwhelmed by everything. You want to be able to navigate the highs and the lows of life. You want to be able to trust yourself and just move forward with a lot of confidence. That's what I'm feeling for you. You want things to be even Steven and normal and chill. You're not asking for a lot, okay, by the way, so it's very manageable. You know what's cool though? We have 9, 10, 11 for the major arcana, so I feel like that's neat. Okay. Tell me more about justice for Leo. All right, we just have the Queen of Pentacles here, so yeah, I just see that you want to be in a spot where you're centered and balanced so that way you could help others if they need it, you know? But you're recognizing I can't help anyone in this state that I'm in. If anything, I will give them a partner to kind of have their little spiraling moments with, or I just abandon myself. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. And you recognize that's not a sustainable option for you. So you really want to have that balance, have that trust and that ease. So that way you can focus on your ability to show up for others. But you can't do that without showing up for yourself first. My nose is so itchy right now. Sorry to if that's grossing anyone out, but I gotta scratch my little nose. Anyways, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very abundant, very generous, very nurturing. And I just feel like you want that for yourself and you want to be able to do that for others as well. I feel like you've sacrificed a lot for other people and now it's time for you to do that for you. And in that sense, then you'll be able to really show up for other people and not drag yourself down in the process. So I like it. I do think there's a big part of you that's worried that if you commit to this new path for yourself, there's going to be a lot of people that may not see eye to eye with it or may question you or question your motives. But if it makes you feel good, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about it. And if anything, that's them projecting their feelings onto you. Like maybe they think they're not being authentic, or maybe they don't choose to take care of themselves because they think they're not worthy or something. It's not for you to figure out or carry. So all right, in your potential outcome, we have the Knight of Wands, your energy here. So I really just see you focusing on the things that bring you joy and excitement. You could be traveling here and I see that there's going to be very much a carefree energy, having fun, relaxing. And it's not to say that you're not focused and motivated, but I think that this journey is going to get easier and easier for you. You're going to understand yourself better, understand your boundaries better, your likes and dislikes, and it's going to allow this to just get easier and easier for you. It's not going to feel like you have to remind yourself or force yourself so much. Eventually, it's just going to be how you live your life, and that's going to be so rewarding and such a good feeling for you. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Yeah, it's like this transformation is going to become second nature to you. And you're going to learn how to stay in your power. You're going to learn how to stay focused. You're going to know when to pull back from people, when to, be more social and engaged. Like you're just going to understand yourself so much better. And that's really cool. It's kind of like when you do yoga and you start really getting into it and you're like, okay, wow, I can open up in this way and move in this way and have this much balance. Or, oh, I'm not quite ready for that pose yet. I need to learn how to do this more, like it's just going to be a very cool experience for you. And I'm happy because I feel like you've been wanting this calm, this connection to self so badly, and I see it coming through for you, Leo. So I love it. All right, we're going to close it out with some oracle messages, and that'll be that. If this resonated for you, Leo, let me know with a like, a comment. Definitely subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow. And share this video with a fellow Leo if you would like. Oh, wow, you guys got a lot of cards. Okay. All right, so you have number 31, magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. Absolutely. Oh, that's so cool. Look how beautiful. Yeah, like, kind of matches my makeup a little bit. Fierce. Okay. I'm excited because this is just confirming for you that if you believe in it, it's going to happen. So allow yourself to get out of these comfort zones and break the cycles that are no longer working for you, because you can have anything that you want. Anything that you want is going to manifest into this reality. So just believe in it and allow yourself to, grow and expand beyond this moment. I love it. All right, number 6, third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition, our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. So beautiful. I think Taurus got this, and I actually don't remember. Maybe Aquarius, maybe Gemini. Could be Virgo as well. I really don't, I don't remember. But yeah, so you may benefit from working with your third eye chakra at this time. And that is something that will help you connect with the universe, connect with your true self, see things clearly, and kind of cut through the fogginess of an overthinking brain. So definitely tap in with that. You might benefit from using some amethyst at this time as well. We have number 33, miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. I'm obsessed with this. There's so much love and support surrounding you. You've had 2 cards already. That's like, hey, anything is possible. You ask and you shall receive. All right. So get grand, get excited, get delusional, because you are going to have such a beautiful glow up. I'm so excited to see this unfold. And we have number 15, compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Beautiful. So yeah, especially with that 5 of Pentacles, like compassion is required at this stage. But I want to say something. Stand by others without judgment, right? So obviously that talks about, I'm not going to judge somebody. I'm not going to put them down. I'm not going to think I'm better than them. But sometimes we can judge people by feeling sorry for them as well, right? There's a difference in compassion and just feeling pity for people. And I think that's something you get caught up in, Leo, because you're worried about, if I'm doing well, what about the people that aren't doing well? Don't judge them. Trust that they're on the path that they're meant to be on, and trust that you're on the path you're meant to be on. You can extend love and, a shoulder to cry on and love to people, but you also can't cut your shoulder off and give it to them. You know what I mean? There's a fine line here. So stand in solidarity and support, but don't stand in judgment, whether that's, the more negative side of it or the more positive side of it. Either way, it's not serving right now. I like it. And the last one, number 44, universal love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. Some of you guys might be having like a very mystical experience coming up in the month of September. Like, are you going on a retreat? Maybe you have some sort of like spiritual healing ceremony planned or something like that. Like, let me know, because it sounds like someone's about to have an amazing epiphany. I feel like you're going to feel really, really connected to the entire universe, to everyone. And what's beautiful is like sometimes people think that connection means, like always saying yes to people or always being there. And that's not what it means. That means like I see you as me as you, and I can honor and respect you and honor and respect the path you're on and recognize that it might be different for me. It's different for you, but we are still one and we are still beautiful and we are still loved. So I like it. It's beautiful. All right, that is your reading, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more content from me, I have all of my social media linked down below. I also have my website. You can go there to learn more about me or to book a personal reading, an alchemy healing ceremony. I specialize in shadow work. And also sign up for my newsletter. It's a great way to get all my content, the readings, everything directly to you. And I always pair it with some other content, whether it's a meditation, an affirmation, a ritual, spiritual guidance, whatever feels right. So thank you guys for watching. I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye, Leo.